Welcome to the Bosporan Kingdom campaign for Divinity Et Impera 1.2.8. In the last part, we were very much focused on tidying up the area up here near Kath. We've also been working on destroying these armies because they're left over with the owners of this area here. And of course, I've also started the process of moving my armies west, ready to take on Galatia here. And in this part, I want to carry on moving the armies west and in preparation for that attack, and therefore I'm not expecting any major battles in this part. We'll just talk a little bit about tactics. Now, my next target is Galatia, because that will give us the entrance on our way towards taking on the Romans. And to that end, what I need to do is rearrange the armies. And what I'd like to have is at least two armies up in the north here, ready to push down this way. And of course, our main thrust will be through the, because the key is going to be getting access to the Romans without upsetting everybody else. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. So we've got quite a lot of things to do, and of course winter is coming. But I think the first thing I think I can afford to, trying to think of the best army to take this one on. What we got here, it's predominantly cavalry. I don't really want to risk that guy. Well, we got two here that are, I mean, this guy's taking attrition. I'm just wondering if we could just come in and see if we can go head to head with him. Right, he's managed to get away, but this is not. I think we can. Yeah. What's the auto resolve on this? I'd rather go for the auto resolve and wipe him out completely than mess about having to keep chasing him. I think we will just go for the auto resolve. This army's going to take damage, but yeah, but he'll be able to recover on his march back. So, and we're just ransom them, and that gives this guy a promotion. And that should destroy that faction. There we are, faction destroyed. Then this army's in this position. Is there anything? What we got here? Persian hired lancers. These guys are pretty good. I think this is the army that doesn't have any as an archer missing, isn't it? So maybe I've made a good decision here. We got one. We got 1, 2, 3. We got cavalry. I certainly would like an archer unit here. So if we merge these, oops, let me merge these guys up and then get rid of you. What we can do then is bring this army. He's going to go through the, and then what we can do is he can heal up and then pick up another archer. Yeah, I think it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, and he can pick up another heavy archer. That will give him his 4 heavy archers. That means we've now got no major military threats in this area. So now the next thing I want to do is, well, we need to start moving these armies back this way. And as I say, what I'd like is get a couple of battle groups here with artillery in. I've been looking at this army, and it's very much a scratch army, but it's got the core of a pretty solid cavalry army here. So part of me is starting to think, well, maybe that's something we can do. And I think we've got this here as well. So okay, let me just do this before I forget. I think we'll put one of these in here. Public order is fairly reasonable. It's not like we've got a food shortage at the moment. We could take that up. Oh yeah, we'll certainly take that up for a little bit more cash. I'm just wondering, what can we we recruit here? Trying to think, because I wouldn't mind a baggage train in one of these armies, because it's going to be up and operating up in the north. But then we got an army down here somewhere. Right, I just need to go through now. This army here is going to stay over here just to act as a general defense. This army's got the baggage train. He's also got quite a lot of, he's got some hard cataphracts in. Now he's got a long way to go, but we're going to send that army up to there. And then what we can do is rearrange this army. So we got a strong field infantry army to work with the, what we call it, the cavalry army. So that's going to be your job. This is an artillery army. You need to start coming over this way. This army is on the move. He can come down through the south. This is quite a strong infantry army as well, so he can this way. Right, that agent's on that way. I think this, the army up here, I could probably come down to here. You're on the move as well. You can start moving him down into possibly this area as well. But this army here, I just want to. This army could do a little bit of a rework as well. What are you? What can you recruit here? You can recruit the armored archers, get rid of you, and then work. Get these in here. And we've got a couple of axemen. They're not particularly that good. This army needs more general infantry as well. So we're going to get rid of you and bring in. Whoops. Okay. Actually, we could do with a couple of heavy spearmen in this army. It's a little bit unbalanced, but because we don't have assault infantry, but I think I can work around this if we do a bit of a swap later on. This is the Cav army. I've got to find all of my armies. I think if I can get them back in group, we've got these two here moving over. Which way you get? So these are moving in this direction. This army. I'm wondering whether if I just send this army up as well, and then we can just pull this army back and rebuild it. I think that might be the better option. I don't want an artillery army up there though. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to send up you that way. So it's going to take a little while to get things into position, and of course we're going to have to start breaking down the diplomatic ties with the Galatians as well, which could be a little bit of an issue. Got some research to do. Now the research we did was armored siege units, which was this. Oh, this is master armor. I think the armor is up here, isn't it? Have I done that? Right, we need to take that up. It's only got, that's manageable. Because we certainly want that. Anything else tech-wise? Wealth for commerce or trade, which would take us to this direction. This one is, so this city planning is now finished. Anything militarily we could do with agent recruitment costs, second population growth for all regions, half when culture is not dominant. That could be useful. We got -7% for upkeep for all fleets. Certainly not really too worried about this at the moment. We could go with more missile defense. We got this here, which is only 2. What do we get from this? hold out city ports. And that would take us more missile damage for all siege units. Attrition losses when besieging. And that would lead the part. I think we will just spend 2 turns doing that before we go back to, we can say, before we go back to civilian. So we got a silk merchant over at Impera here. When we need to finish that, so we can't take that any further. Got a local agora over here. We got silk merchant here. What can we do here? We don't need growth. Got a trader with which gives us increased banditry. Got no problem with public order. We got here outpost. That would give us a colony. Public order plus -10 banditry. If we come down this route to a colony, it's going to cost us food. Give us public order growth. The other one is this. So the Mega Ascapilion. I actually quite like that, but at the same time, we don't really need research at the moment. But maybe it'd just be fun to build that, I think. So we're going to come down that way. So we're going to put you in as a healer. I'm just going to push the... Actually, yeah, I think we'll go with that. Just for the fun of it. We got more war horses here, a bit of public order. I think we can take that up. We'll just see how wealthy we can make this province. Certainly gonna take that up. We still got negative food here. So we're just gonna keep pushing up this area here. Right, we got an iron mine in Raga. What path are we gonna go here? We certainly don't want iron trade hub. Give us 1250. It's going to decrease our banditry. Iron mine complex. Let's go for ironworks here. There we are. We'll go that way. Put some food in there as well. We got the master jeweler over here, which I don't think we can do anything about because again it's this area here. But we're only going to we'll be working towards that from once we finish the current technology. Let me just see. Let me just take one look at the political side. 63, 64 characters. Get rid of show deceased. Have we got any more daughters to train up? Ready for... Yeah. Oh, she's wounded. That's okay. You're good. You could get married. I suppose we could get another member in the family. We've got here. Yeah, I mean that is oops. -1 gravitas, thank you. A bit of a deadbeat as a husband, but that's okay. It's just we can go to them. But we also got this. We got all these daughters here. I think the other thing I was looking at was possibly appointing a new heir, wasn't I? This is the current heir. He's 47. It means he's a bit old. Is here. Target zeal must not be more than 2 points lower than the initiators. So how high is your zeal? Cunning. Wow. I don't think anyone's going to get that high, are they? I mean, this guy should die fairly soon. I think that's about probably all we can do this turn. So just go for... Oh, we've got unassigned. So apologies that this is going to be a little bit, oops, creepy crawly for this part, but sometimes it's just got to be done. So this army got himself a melee unit deal. what we do with that. I actually quite like the missile capability. I think we will give this guy a little bit of cultural conversion as well in. And we're just going to go for an intern. Developmental focus. We're going to go civil, even though we're on the last turn of this one, simply because that's the direction we're going in the future. Politician ready to command. Diplomats returned. Your cavalry recruits will be better trained. Construction reports. We've got Dora up here in this area. I think what I'd like to. We're going to go healer here because we could be fighting in this area fairly soon. Got a homestead down here. Certainly going to put some food into there. Potential for the public order here is good. Go there. I mean, I know the food's going off the chart, but that's fine. Now we've got a daughter who was wounded, wasn't it? See if we can find her again. She was over here, wasn't she? Was it her? There's one of them I just clicked on. It's the one who was wounded. If we can find her. There she is. Egypt isn't liking us that much. We'll go to the Macrimony usurpers so that she gets sorted out. Down here, where was that army I was moving that I needed? I don't think you're gonna quite get to this area here, so probably gonna take a little bit of attrition moving over this way, but no, you won't. It'll be okay. We'll get you moving in that direction. Let's make sure that all these armies have got a movement order. You're moving in the right direction. You can move to here. What's the map? I think this army can defend this area, just in case. We need to keep a few armies on this border in case Egypt starts to get a bit carried away. I think it's time to start the political actions against these guys. These have no friends. So the first thing we're going to do is cancel the military access. That's going to upset them. I think it's the military access is the bigger of the political movements. So also got my navy here that will probably needs to get a little bit bigger. This guy's got a promotion. I need to start thinking a little bit about navies now. I think we'll give him that, and we'll give him that. What's the recruitment options here? I think we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we'll just build this up so navy up so I don't forget it. Got this navy here. In fact, how many navies have I got? Am I using all my navies? No, we've only used 4 fleets. Part of me might say that it's time to... This admiral is nearly full. I think 4 navies is going to be quite adequate. Where are they? We've got one here. Well, we've got one out the east here, don't we? Oh, how big are you? Oh no, you're still recruiting, aren't you? I'm kind of inclined to put a navy over here, another second navy over here. In fact, I think I will. So let's just see who we got. They're all predominantly members of my family, aren't they? Right, you're going to raise a fleet here. We'll go pretty big. We've got plenty of money. Certainly want you. Oops, no. Let's just let's build this navy up. One, that this admiral can contribute to the overall economy. We'll make him a economic navy. And what that will mean is I'll have 2 navies operating here just in case there's any trouble. Plus they can act as defences for this area as well, should I need it. When you're moving armies like this, it can be very easy to forget where you're actually putting them. I just get the feeling that this army needs to be a bit better. I know these guys have got lots of rank, but their armor is all pretty poor. So I just want this to be a cav army, and I'm pretty sure the recruitment here is pretty good. Edict public party loyalty. You can just knock him out of and see what the recruitment options are here. Yeah, I mean, we got some pretty heavy horse archers here, which we can kind of build into a very powerful. In fact, I'm a bit inclined to maybe make a start on this. Let's just get rid of, actually, we could probably get rid of some of these. We'll start building this up as a cav army. So what we got here, Scythian noble cavalry. We're going to need heavy horse archers. This is going to be quite an expensive army, but we can afford it. So, I mean, these guys have got armor of 53. What? I mean, these have got armor of 31, but they're actually going to be faster, because what we want is a mixture of fast cavalry and heavy cavalry. And get rid of you as well. Don't really need you anymore. What else we got in here? We got Scythian young horseman. Yeah, armor 15. You're not going to be that much good. I mean, we can make a true nomadic cavalry army here. These guys. I think what we'll do is we'll make and give an extra one of these, so these are rounded out. We got some. I think if we get another one of those as well, and then that will be it for the moment. And we're just going to keep building this cav army up, and then that should kind of work a little bit better. I don't think there's much else we can do, so we're just going to go for another end turn. Okay, political intrigue. I was wounded and come empty-handed. We've now completed better siege tactics. Child is born, son comes of age. Family annuals. Death of a relative, and the person announces that his gravity mistreated them, and that means that this admiral has actually gained some zeal. Wonder if we can now actually have an heir. Let me just see. He's 62. He's not going to live that much longer. What we may have to do is appoint a secondary heir. Later on, how high is this guy's zeal? This guy's zeal isn't that high, so we'll be okay. The family doth get bigger and bigger. Oh, we got. I think we're. I think we can. I'd like to send you to Egypt. I know there's a risk there that you may get killed, but the way it is, the army that I'm moving here, you out there, and you're going to bring in a heavy archer. That makes this army into my correct profile, and I think it's time to finish off this. This is only 3 turns now. We could go all the way. I think I'm just going to go that way and finish all this off now. And we get all the civilian capabilities. Let's just have a quick look at this guy. Can you get anything better here? And I think what I'm going to need to do now is we're just going to have a quick look at the military process here. This isn't here. I think it was, where is it? It's, which is the one? It was Marv, wasn't it? This is the one that we, which gives us this one, Marv and Amel would give us the military recruitment. Am is okay. Kind of inclined to leave this one as a, as it gives us nomadic recruitment with the heavier cavalry. I think it's time to take down Marder because this is now going to be behind our front line, so we're going to knock you down. We don't think we need that recruitment there. We need to keep this here. This is actually increased. That's nice. What would we want to put in here? My instinct is we've got up there. I don't really want industry here because this is one of our richer things. So I think we'll go that way. Petra. Almira isn't military. Syria here has got the nomadic recruitment. You've got the military recruitment. Tushba, you are on this front line here. You've got military recruitment. I don't think I need this either. We're going to take you out here. It's going to leave this side a little bit exposed because the only military recruitment we've got is nomadic. But if we plan things properly, well, that won't be a problem. So we can get that down there. Right, where's the position of my armies? We've got this army here, ready to go. A little bit lightweight, which is a slight cause for concern. I think we're going to pull you back to here. And we're going to get rid of these guys. These have had their day. Get in a couple of these. What we got here? Kind of. I like the cavalry, but these guys again, they're a little bit lightweight. What's coming up in the future? I think we'll get rid of you. And what can we replace them with? You've got 31. You've got 34. My instinct is to go for some heavier. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of you again. This guy's a bit of a lightweight as well. So we're going to go to the heavier lancers, which will make this army a little bit more rounded. Probably got too much in the way of front line. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're going to get rid of one of you, and we're going to bring in another bit of infantry. I think that makes this army a little bit more rounded for what we want to do. What have you got here? This army is the horse archers. Yeah, I think that army would be okay. Just make sure this is my cav army, which I want to keep in this area. We got this guy, late Bosporan. I'm not sure this is the appropriate army to work with the... Then again, it might be, because this is full of heavy infantry. What have you got here? Again, this Bosporan horse archers. Not sure. But this army's got quite heavy, strong on cavalry, and it's got elephants. Yeah, I think it will work. Now, the other thing I need to do is my agent here. I want you back into this area. I've got another agent that was moving across the map here somewhere. Let's see if we can find them. This one. Yeah, I want you in this area. So we can find out what this is. The well, it looks we might be able to pick a fight up here actually. Let's have a look at that. That might be another option. You're still moving into there. Right. Just had a thought. Who is who around here? We got these guys here. We got Rome is there. We got the Arai. And we got kind of two major. You're at war with Rome. You're at war with nobody. I'm kind of thinking, who are these guys? Malva and Delian. They're kind of through here. I'm thinking that maybe I could push into this area and get a bit of a strong foothold to push down on the Romans. I'm starting to think that maybe we need 3 armies up in here and possibly a siege army. Where is the siege army? We got here. Who are you? You're moving north. Let me just see what we got. You're moving this way. The Cav army. That's one siege army. Where's the other siege army? I've lost the siege army. Okay, we're just going to have to do it the hard way. Right, we've got that and so on. This is the terror of Phobes. Right, you're moving into this area. Let's just move you there. We're going to send this. Yeah, I want the siege army going. We're going to send a siege army that way. Whoops. Okay, we just accidentally upset the Galatians, but that's okay. So we'll have a cav army, an infantry army, and a siege army up there. Yeah, you're moving that way. We've got 2 armies moving. Oh, that's the army that we got going that way, isn't it? And I want this army now coming to here. We get the 3 armies moving this way. This is the one that's going to have the baggage train. Then we got these armies moving through down here into position. Right, I think I've got my strategy worked out now. It's kind of had a couple of wandering around, but we should be okay. We just need to rebuild these armies into position, ready to go, and we're just gonna. Yeah, we've done the population surplus in Mesopotamia. Right, we got here. Certainly want to take that up. Take that up. Anything else we've got here? Back to a little bit of public order, which that will give us a little bit more food. Not that we need it, but I think we will add that to our list. This, yeah, I mean, one can offset the other, can't it? And I think we'll send that up as well, just to make sure everybody is as happy as possible. Don't think we can hit the political actions again. So I'm just going to shoot another end turn. Okay. Increase public order in oil provinces. Native exposed. Child has died. Attrition report. We've got banditry in Syria. Child is born. Daughter comes of age. Another daughter. Subject gains notoriety. Plus, name of your subjects lips on everyone. Just do that very quickly. What we got here? The house of the rival family. What would a slave do with money? The quickest way would be to find out what she knows. I think we're going to do nothing. Because I think I've been caught on that before. We've got a daughter comes of age. Is the new daughter. How's the political situation? It's falling a little bit. So maybe we need to wait a little bit for that. What was the construction report? Got here to just do the construction report. Push this up. Tier. Got a timber market here. We can't take that up because we need state banking, which is this one. That's okay. We're not going to have a problem with that. Got fish traps down here. Again, we need state banking. We need a healer up here. Can certainly take you up. That give me. It's going to cost food, but that'll be okay. This here. Public order here is pretty solid. So I think we can pick that up. Ironworks in here. Oops, we got. Yeah, I think we can take that up. It's going to increase the banditry, but that'll be okay. I think I'd like to put food in here. Again, just to keep that, keep well ahead of the trend. And we've got. I need that anymore here. In marker. Don't think I really need that anymore. I think we could go. I suppose it still does allow my armies to move here, and I don't really. I can use that in reserve. All right, let's just get this army can get into here, and your job is going to be to police this area. Although you've got some nice. Let's just have a look here. 49. I mean. No, I think this might be the. I think this might be the army that we're gonna leave in this area. We'll just put you there. No, you've got the elephants, haven't you? Okay. This is the army that's gonna stay in this area and act in the defensive role here. It's a tough decision actually. We've got lots of pretty nice armies in here. I think you can stay there. Cav army. I think we'll just move you a little bit closer to that border. This army, I definitely want you moving up to here. It'll take you a few turns to get there, which is a bit unfortunate. But there's no rush. I mean, I think that's where you've got to be a little bit kind of careful. You're the one that's going north as well, so we're going to set you moving that way. This is this army here. We got, I think we'll bring this army up to here. That these two armies can work together as a battle group. We're going to need to work out our strategy of how to take on Galatia. The way I like to attack Asia is to drive through the heartland and leave these port cities to last, because they can always be a bit of a problem to defend. So what we'll be doing is, I think probably the logical way is to attack up through here. Get this, oops, get this settlement, push through, get these settlements, because let's see what they share. Yeah, I certainly want Galatia at Cappadocia in the center here. Side is also, yeah, I mean, that would give us all control of this area. And then what we can do then is work on Bithynia et Pontus later on through here, because this is always the messiest province in the game to keep control of, because there's so many attack points. The only province that's any worse is the one down here, this one that runs along this coastline here, because you normally have enemies on behind, like here. Looks like Egypt has actually pushed out this far, and you also can get attacked from the sea. But we're going to go for the core of Galatia. I think it's time to, we're going to get rid of the non-aggression now. Cancel that treaty as well. They're going to really hate us now. In some ways, I'm not that upset about the fact that if they, in fact, I'm going to tempt them. We're going to pull this army back here next to this garrison. This army's in situ. By inclination, the Cav army. What I'm half thinking is to kind of leave myself a little bit exposed, say down here, to tempt Galatia to actually attack, because we can afford to lose Taros or Side, and if they declare war on us, then we become the defendant, which is good. I think we're gonna bring you up to here. Actually, we'll just move you away, move you back a little bit. Actually, we'll move you to about there. And then actually, I'm going to move you there. You're going to run a risk of running out of food here. No, the food is good here. The food is pretty rock solid. And then we bring this, the Cav army, which is going to be fairly useful later on, and move into this area. So we're kind of pushing Galatia a little bit now. You're coming up through here as well. Yeah, I mean, we've got more than enough armies to do the job, so. And let's back here. We've done the construction report. I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do is play a couple more turns off camera to get these armies into position, so that hopefully in the next part we will be able to start our war against Galatia, but at the same time keep these armies moving up so that they can become our attack force through the north. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.